home. Neighbors describe the commotion.
I had to run out and grab some pop for the Steelers game because we ran out of soda. I come driving up the street and there's all these police cars and they're like standing on the porch.
Out here live at this afternoon hour, we do have the suspect's name. It has not officially been released by police at this point, but as soon as it becomes available and is released by them, we'll pass it along to you on air and online. Meantime, the victim in this case is said to make a full recovery. We're diving deeper into the investigation, plus more from neighbors for Channel 11 News starting at 5. Reporting live in North Braddock this afternoon, Mike Holden, Channel 11 News.
Breaking right now, we just got some video back from Chopper 11. It's over the scene of a bad crash in Westmoreland County. This is the intersection of Route 136 and Ross Draver Road in West Newton. You can see it looks like there is a white SUV on the back of a car, or a tow truck there, I should say, with a lot of front end damage. You can see a lot of firefighters out there directing it out of the path of traffic. So right now we're trying to get you more information about how many people were involved, if anybody was hurt. As soon as we get any new details, we'll be sure to put them here in the newscast. Developing at noon, police are investigating a shooting overnight in Homewood. We have a video to show you from our photographer that they captured on Frankstown Avenue. This was right around midnight. Police got a shot spotter alert there around 11 o'clock last night, and then they tell us they found a shooting victim. He was taken to the hospital in critical but stable condition. We did see a man in handcuffs at the scene. Now we're trying to find out his connection to all of this. And this is the same area where a 35-year-old man was found shot to death inside a car about 2 weeks ago. That shooting also happened early in the morning. No arrests have been made in this case. Happening now, if you're one of more than 16,000 customers who have been boiling your water since the weekend, you're probably wondering what is going on with that boil water advisory. Channel 11's Lori Hoy joins us now live with what the Municipal Authority of Westmoreland County is doing right now. Lori?
Well, Jennifer, all morning people have been picking up cases of bottled water right here at the White Oak Municipal Building. Even though they have water at their homes, the boil water advisory remains in effect until test results come back. More than 16,000 customers continue to be under a boil water advisory in McKeesport, Versailles-Borough, Portview, and White Oak. According to the Municipal Authority of Westmoreland County, the McKeesport water treatment plant is back in production. On Saturday night, a mechanical issue developed with the intake pump that caused low water or no water pressure. That's when the boil water advisory was put into effect. The alert put out on social media, plus phone calls with recorded messages. Repairs were made Sunday afternoon, and the plant began pumping finished water to the tanks shortly afterward. But before the advisory is lifted, 2 consecutive water samples must come back with no bacterial contamination. The first samples were taken this morning, and I'm told it'll take 24 hours to get those results.
When it's a short duration, you're okay. If it should go on and on, through the week, I think it's harder to deal with it.
Yeah.
But we're fine for now.
Now we're working to find out how much longer bottled water and the water buffaloes will be provided to the affected customers. We are working on that part of the story, and we'll let you know tonight at 5. Reporting live from White Oak, Lori Hoy, Channel 11 News.
Students at Sarah Catholic High School, they should be back to class tomorrow. They didn't have enough water pressure to have school today. The high school asked that you bring your own water, though, tomorrow. So we have all the locations. Lori was talking about those water buffaloes there. We have the locations as well as the guidelines for how to handle boil water advisories on WPXI.com. Meanwhile, a flush and boil advisory is still in effect for several areas in Pittsburgh neighborhoods after a water main break on Mount Washington. So parts of Ridgemont, Westwood, Elliott, they are all impacted. This break happened Saturday on Virginia Avenue. It was a 16-inch water main that broke, sending 6 to 8 inches of water into Slater Funeral Home. There were also 4 water buffaloes in those neighborhoods. Those locations are up on your screen right now. And if this is too fast for you to get all those jotted down, no worries. You can just go to our website, WPXI.com. So here's the latest on the Reese Run road slide. PennDOT crews are waiting on asbestos results to come back before they actually start tearing down that house we told you about. It has to come down first before they shore up the hillside and then fix the road in Ross Township. They are hoping to have that done by the end of November. Have a live look for you. story at downtown Pittsburgh this afternoon. You might want to grab a light jacket if you're heading out for lunch this afternoon, and also probably some sunglasses. Here's Severe Weather Team 11 meteorologist Scott Harbaugh.
Sun's deceiving. You step outside, it's pretty chilly out there.
Is it still? I haven't been outside since this morning.
It's only 55 degrees, so when you step outside, the air is very dry, has a cool feel to it right now. There's not much wind across the area, relatively calm right now. 55 is not much better than we're going to do than the rest of the afternoon, as a matter of fact. Visible satellite, you can see the cloud cover to the north. If you were with us on Channel 11 Morning News this morning, we told you there was going to be cloud cover more north than south of Pittsburgh throughout the day today, and that will make a difference in the temperatures. We're only going to bump up a few more degrees, probably topping out just about 60 degrees this afternoon. Cold night tonight. I'm updating the numbers for the forecast and what you can expect to wake up to first thing tomorrow morning, and which areas are going to have some frost. I'll have that for you coming up in about 12 minutes.
New at noon, police outside of Harrisburg are looking for a man who disappeared yesterday with his 2 young kids. Police say that Cody Combs has autism, and he left his home last night to meet a woman. He turned off his phone, and he hasn't been heard from since. We're told that he has his son and his daughter with him. Take a look. We have pictures for you. You have them on your screen. This is 1-year-old Tate and 2-year-old Acacia. Police say that Cody is driving a silver 2008 Ford Focus. It has a Pennsylvania license plate with the tag number LCR 6396. So keep your eye open for that today. A fire at the Public Works building in Greensburg caused hundreds of thousands of dollars in damage. See those firefighters up there on the roof? Channel 11 told you about this fire on Saturday. We went back there later on just to kind of see what we could find. And you can see that there is some damage to the building. The fire chief told us the fire damaged 2 dump trucks, a pickup truck, and a snowplow. The cause of the fire is under investigation, but he thinks that a street sweeper might be to blame. The fate of an elementary school in the Allegheny Valley School District could be decided tonight. Colfax Elementary School is closed, and the school board president wants to know what will happen to the building. They could either sell it or they could tear it down, and they're trying to figure out how much the latter could cost. We'll let you know if the school board votes tonight. You might have the day off because it is Columbus Day today. All Allegheny County offices are closed today. Most public parks are open, but the South Park Golf Course and Hart Whitaker's Mansion, those are closed today in Allegheny County. PennDOT driver's license centers are also shut down across the state. But good news if you take the bus, all Port Authority services are running as usual. We are working to learn more today about a deadly crash in Fayette County. This happened Sunday on McClellantown Road in German Township. State police tell us a Ford F-150 hit a smaller car. Both people inside that car were thrown from it, and one of them died. We should learn more today about a tragic end to a missing persons case out of Westmoreland County. Clinton Welsky was found on Sunday afternoon in Upper Burrell Township. This was more than a week after he was reported missing. Even more unsettling with this, his parents told our partners at the Trib that the search party that was made up of friends and family, they were the ones that actually found his body. Officials do not suspect foul play. Thousands of United Auto Workers members are on strike today at Mack truck plants. The union says more than 3,600 workers are taking part. They all walked off the job at plants in Allentown, Florida, and Maryland. The union says that it wants fair pay, benefits, and job protections. The president of Mack Truck Company says that they are surprised and disappointed. Developing at noon, U.S. troops have been ordered out of Syria, and the Kurds of Syria have now turned to the Syrian army for help. But the threats aren't over yet. NBC's Richard Engel reports from Syria.
U.S. allies, the Kurds of Syria, celebrating the arrival of their old adversary, the Syrian army of President Bashar al-Assad. They had no other choice. Just hours earlier, the Trump administration announced that nearly all of the remaining 1,000 U.S. troops in Syria will be leaving soon, leaving the Kurds armed with only light and medium weapons, effectively defenseless. President Trump appearing to wash his hands of the Kurds and this war, tweeting, "The Kurds and Turkey have been fighting for years. Others may want to come in and fight for one side or the other. Let them." It couldn't have come at a worse time. The Kurds, who fought with U.S. forces against ISIS for 4 years, are also under attack by Turkish-backed militias. Militias accused of atrocities. U.S. officials tell NBC News the militias include former members of ISIS and al-Qaeda. While it may seem unbelievable, it appears Turkey, a NATO country, used alleged terrorists as shock troops against U.S. allies, the Kurds, until they collapsed and had to call on President Assad to be their savior. Now, with Turkish forces, Turkish-backed militia, and the government troops of Bashar al-Assad all on the advance, it puts more pressure on U.S. forces here in northern Syria. They have orders to leave, but say they will do so in a deliberate manner and always protect themselves. Richard Engel, NBC News, northern Syria.
Flight to Philly delayed because of a security alert. What officials say one woman did that forced dozens of people to cancel their flights. And neighbors scrambled to get a woman out of a burning home. What stopped them from getting to her?
Sun-drenched skies this afternoon, but I'm tracking the next round of heavy rain and when it's going to impact your plans.
You're watching WPXI Now, your source for original local shows. Avoid scams, save money, and find great deals. Top consumer advocate Clark Howard. Weekdays at 8:30 a.m. and 7:30 p.m. on WPXI.
Cover the news the same way.
Channel 11 covers news everywhere you live, not just downtown. More local news from more neighborhoods. That's a fact. Channel 11 News at 5, when you want news from where you live.
The 7-day forecast, now on your screen all the time on Channel 11 News.
Good afternoon. Thanks for being with Channel 11. Channel 11 is working to learn more about how neighbors tried desperately to save a woman from her burning home. Happened yesterday afternoon around 2 at a home on Gretchen Avenue in Newcastle. And from the video, you can just see that smoke is billowing from outside of the house. The assistant fire chief told us that the woman's son-in-law tried to save her before firefighters got there, but that extreme heat pushed him back. Neighbors also tried to help.
There were bystanders trying to make entry into the house to rescue the female victim. They were unable to do so because of the heavy smoke and the heavy flames and a very high heat condition.
And we are looking more into this fire today for you, so you can look for the latest tonight on Channel 11 News starting at 5. Students at Laurel Highlands High School will head back to class tomorrow after bed bugs were found inside. Channel 11 told you that 2 students were found with bed bugs last week and the week before. Now the district says it exterminated all the buildings and the buses, and it banned all book bags last week. Also wanted parents to wash and dry those book bags. Hopefully you had a chance to do that over the weekend. So students are allowed to bring their book bags when they head back to class tomorrow. There's some controversy at Penn State. Take a look at this picture on your screen. Several football players were told to remove these T-shirts before the big game in Iowa, and you can see it says chains, tattoos, dreads, and we are. Now these shirts are in response to a letter that was sent to a player by a fan that criticized his dreadlocks last week. Penn State says that they support students expressing themselves, but they are expected to wear team-issued apparel on game day. New at noon, a flight to Philadelphia was delayed over the weekend because of a woman who bypassed security and boarded a plane. The flight was from Rhode Island, and it was pushed back nearly 3 hours Saturday morning. The woman thought she'd been processed correctly, but she set off a security alert with TSA. People impacted by the delayed flight were pretty upset.
People said they were going on cruises. They missed cruises. I was sitting next to a kid that had bought tickets to a basketball game. He missed the basketball game.
We're told that the woman did not pose a threat. She was escorted off the plane to go through security again, and then she was put on a different flight. A Pennsylvania couple was scammed out of $15,000. Imagine if you lost all that money. They're sharing their story so you're not the next victim. So this scam targets you through Facebook Messenger. A friend claims to have gotten a lot of money through a government grant program. If you send them the money, it said you could get money back. Remember, the government does not just grant money to private citizens, and you never have to pay money to get money back.
Your severe weather Team 11 forecast.
Now, it's all about location today. As I was telling you this morning on Channel 11 Morning News, more cloud cover to the north today, sunnier skies to the south. So there's going to be a huge difference in temperatures. Places like Morgantown, Waynesburg will make mid-60s this afternoon. Pittsburgh right at about 60 degrees. But you head up toward Oil City, Franklin, might not make it out of the low 50s this afternoon for high temperatures. Currently 53 degrees in Franklin with the cloud cover thickening up. Notice the blue up into Crawford County, head up toward Meadville. It's in the 40s right now. Butler right at 60 degrees, Pittsburgh 55, already 60 in Morgantown and in Waynesburg. This afternoon, a mix of sun and clouds, temperature pushing to about 60 degrees in Pittsburgh this afternoon. Again, noticeably cooler to the north of Allegheny County, warmer to the south of Allegheny County. It's all because of that level of cloud cover. 8 o'clock tonight, down to 52 degrees. And once that wave passes through, skies will clear out across the entire area tonight. That's going to allow the temperature to drop off fairly quickly. 39 for the overnight low in Pittsburgh. Many areas will be in the mid-30s tonight, and with light wind, that's going to mean some patchy frost tomorrow morning. Not expecting any frost advisories because we had the widespread frost yesterday morning. Once we get our first widespread frost, basically the growing season in essence is over, so National Weather Service won't issue any more frost advisories. Tomorrow, good looking day, mostly sunny, so cold start, dress and layer assorted day tomorrow. Jacket as you head out the door, you can carry it home tomorrow afternoon. 65 for the high temperature tomorrow, so not as cool. Normal high for this time of the year, just about 63 degrees. Wednesday is one of our transition days. Got some rain showers already on the docket at 4:30 a.m. as we're starting Channel 11 Morning News Wednesday morning. The notice by 6 a.m. rain overspreading the I-79 corridor and a pretty steady rain for the morning commute. Some of this rain will be heavy. I can't completely rule out a rumble of thunder, but more than likely just some periods of heavy rain for about 5-6 hours as this blows through the area. By 10 a.m., rain's already clearing Pittsburgh and heading off to the east, and by the afternoon, most areas are going to be fairly dry. There will be some break in the overcast Wednesday afternoon, but northwest flow is going to kick in Wednesday evening. That's going to mean more showers Wednesday night into Thursday. Rainfall forecast Wednesday morning, widespread, ½ to 1 inch of rain. 5-day forecast through weekend, always in view. 54 might be a bit optimistic for Thursday. Check in tonight with Chief Meteorologist Stephen Cropper. We'll have updated numbers throughout the week and the chances of rain showers on Thursday. And with the temperature so cool Thursday morning, I can't completely rule out a chance of a couple of snowflakes mixed in the mountains of West Virginia and Maryland. We're talking Preston County, Garrett County, not in the immediate Pittsburgh area. Sunshine Friday, 58. And as we hit the weekend, nice little warm-up. 68 Saturday, 72 Sunday with a stray shower. I'm going to put together a map right now showing you how big that temperature difference is going to be this afternoon. I'll have that for you next half hour.
Thanks for holding on to a little bit of summer for us, Scott. you know I like those temperatures a little warmer. All right, and if you want to know what's going on with the weather or any of these stories, just want to remind you, you can always find it on our streaming apps. We have constant updates for you. All you have to do is look for it on Roku, Amazon Fire, or maybe you have Apple TV. Just search for WPXI. Moving in with your significant other usually means splitting the bills. Why experts say joint bank accounts may not be the right fit for every couple. And a teacher suspended for something that happened outside the classroom. What school officials say they heard on this video that prompted them to take some drastic measures.
If love dogs.
That's why this local 7-year-old is on a mission to help police canines across the country. With her sweet tea stand and T-shirt sales, she's raised thousands of dollars for canine units.
I think she's doing for local departments and for us is just remarkable.
Helping our heroes makes us proud to be from Pittsburgh.
Proud to be from Pittsburgh. Brought to you by your local Honda dealers. Great cars, great people. For a great deal on a Honda, visit shop.
Followed by NBC Nightly News at 6:30.
Kind of a sad story for you here this afternoon. A little girl who was thrown from a carnival ride in New Jersey over the weekend has died. It happened Saturday at a harvest festival in Deerfield Township. Witnesses say the 10-year-old was on a ride called Extreme. Apparently it spins around, and I guess she fell.
Very heartbreaking. I think they could have checked their rides a little bit more, made sure they were a little bit more secure.
Hoping to learn a little bit more today about what kind of inspections were done on the ride before the start of the festival. A Pennsylvania teacher is on unpaid leave after she was heard using racist language after a fender bender with a parent.
Mad and nervous, I understand.
All right, so this is just a little clip of the video. The teacher is in the background there making comments about welfare, apparently, and the kind of car the parent was driving, even using the N-word at one point. Keep in mind, this was happening in the school's parking lot. The parent involved posted the video on Facebook, and then it went viral. Some couples who've decided to share their lives together are still struggling with one aspect of that agreement, just how much financial freedom each partner should have to give up. NBC's Chris Clackham has more.
Sharing a single bank account with your partner still makes sense with most American couples.
There's streamlined access, which allows you to jointly pay bills, car bills, house bills, and credit card bills together and see what that's all about.
But if that account is the only account, there can be a downside.
At the same time, you might not want to have a joint banking account if one of you has a credit problem or is deep in debt. You might want to separate your accounts so you're both not dragged into that debt spiral.
Caleb Silver is a business writer and editor-in-chief at Investopedia.com and says taking a hybrid approach has become popular.
You can have a joint account but still have a separate account on your own to do the things that you want to do and manage your own finances.
That approach also works when helping other loved ones.
Sometimes it makes sense to have a joint account with an elder parent if you're taking care of them, taking care of their health care bills or paying their bills for them.
He says joint accounts contribute to financial fidelity, being open with your partner about spending so that the joint venture of life together can be a smoother one. Chris Clackham, NBC News.
A community came together this weekend for one of their own in West Newton. Alan Savko needs a new van that can transport him in his wheelchair. He has cerebral palsy and is stranded at home right now because his old van was all rusted out. So some of his friends recognize this. They came together. They organized a benefit at the Lions Field House. You can see all the goodies out there. This was all to kind of help get him back on the road and enjoying life again.
It's seen better days. Definitely seen better days. It needs some repairs.
We decided we were going to do a fundraiser for him when we found out how bad his wheelchair van was. Because we believe that people should be able to have quality of life, and quality of life is definitely linked to independence.
That's really well said by that mayor there. So you can see they had basket raffles, lots of good food. Organizers are hoping to raise about $10,000, at least that, to get Alan in a reliable van. The search continues for a missing worker after a deadly hotel collapse in New Orleans. Why the search is taking so long as the victims and family members wait to find out if they survived.
A lot of back and forth this week, including with rainfall. I'm tracking when the next round of rain arrives in your neighborhood.
You're watching WPXI Now, your source for original local shows. All the best things happening in Pittsburgh in one place. Watch 11 Things to Do, Thursday and Friday mornings at 9:15 on WPXI Now and on demand.
News 11 and 11 means you get 11 minutes of news and weather
before the first commercial.
It means live coverage of breaking news, local news, and your first look at weather.
All before the first commercial.
Channel 11 News 11 and 11.
Watch tonight.
Watch The Wendy Williams Show, weekdays at 11 on Channel 11.
We have a breaking update to tell you about here at noon. The Pennsylvania man who disappeared with his 2 young kids has been found. Now, I know this story had a lot of interest on our website. We had it earlier in the newscast. Want to let you know that Cody Combs, who went missing last night outside of Harrisburg, has been found. Now, he had his 1- and 2-year-old kids with him. Police say that the kids are safe, he is safe, everybody's doing fine, and they've all been reunited with their family. So we're glad to bring you that update this afternoon. Right now, crews in New Orleans are carefully trying to find a worker worker who is still missing in the ruins of a hotel that collapsed on Saturday. This is some video that somebody shot of it. Officials say that the search is very slow because the structure is not stable. It was the Hard Rock Hotel that was under construction right in the historic French Quarter, and several floors of it collapsed and crashed right down into the street. NBC's Morgan Chesky reports.
The race is on to find a worker still buried somewhere in this massive pile of debris.
We have someone we have not located and can't get to where we think they might be.
Rescue efforts painstaking and delicate. Much of the pancaked building still far too unstable to search.
It's happening as fast as it can possibly happen with safety in mind.
Oh my God.
On Saturday, the Hard Rock Hotel, under construction in downtown New Orleans, came crashing down.
8 floors collapsed down. The reports of someone possibly trapped in the building.
More than 100 workers forced to run for their lives when the top floor suddenly gave way. Philip Outlaw in the hotel across the street when he heard, then felt the rumble.
It just kept on getting louder and louder, and then the ground started to rumble.
At least 2 people were killed, 30 others injured. Family members holding vigil as officials deployed drones to scour the precarious upper floors, where it's still too dangerous to send search dogs and rescue teams. The cause of the collapse is still under investigation. The Hard Rock Hotel says they had no involvement in the construction of the project, adding, "We want to extend our deepest sympathies to victims." Right now, the biggest threat remains one of the 2 cranes leaning atop the building. Its only support, debris.
If that crane would have started moving, it would take down, obviously, it's pretty obvious it would take down more of the building.
We're seeing some sunny skies and some mild temperatures to kick off the week. So Severe Weather Team 11 meteorologist Scott Harbaugh joins us, but you were saying kind of deceiving, because if you look at the shot behind you, it looks beautiful.
It's gorgeous outside, hardly a cloud in the sky, except when you get north of Pittsburgh, starting to pick up some clouds. But when you step outside, you realize that it's not quite 70 degrees. Live look at Tower Cam this morning or this afternoon. A lot of sunshine, temperatures generally in the 50s, although Butler, Beaver already at 60 degrees, Morgantown at 60 degrees as well. It is cooler off to the north right now with a little more cloud cover. And coming up in about 15 minutes, I'm going to depict just how cool it is off to the north and why it's going to be cooler during the course of the afternoon. 60 for the high in Pittsburgh today, but not everywhere. I'm tracking the wide range in temperatures for the day today, plus wind rain is going to force you indoors. I'll have that for you coming up in about 15 minutes.
2 firefighters were hurt in a fire over the weekend in Unity Township. We have some pictures to show you, and look at how intense that fire is. Literally just burning through this house. This was on Valley View Drive on Saturday morning. The fire department told our partners at the Trib there was somebody home there at the time. Thankfully, though, those neighbors were able to get them out safely. And take a look. We have another picture to show you. A viewer sent us this one. You can see the aftermath. That house was literally burned down to the frame. Firefighters who were injured are expected to be okay. At this point, it's not clear what started the fire. A small plane is still sitting in the Susquehanna River this afternoon. Channel 11 told you when that plane made an emergency landing in the water nearly 2 weeks ago. Harrisburg International Airport says it's the owner's responsibility to get it out of there, and the owner's insurance company apparently is working to do that. The cause behind the emergency landing is still under investigation. 2 teens are accused of killing a woman with a falling log at a really popular hiking spot in Ohio. Such a sad and bizarre story here. That's photographer Victoria Schaefer. So she was at the Hocking Hills State Park last month taking senior pictures, and apparently that heavy log hit her. Not long after, police say that 2 teenage boys confessed to pushing the log off a cliff.
It was shock, because as much as I wanted answers and everybody wanted answers, I don't know that I thought that we were going to get any. And then relief, you know, it was like a good solid 5 minutes of, I can't believe this is real.
Yeah, it is kind of hard to believe what happened here. So the names of the teenagers haven't been released. Schaefer leaves behind a husband and 4 kids. More details now. Channel 11 has told you about similar incidents not too far from us here. Sharon Budd, remember this woman here in the video and her name? She was severely injured in 2014 when a rock was thrown from an overpass, crashed through her windshield as she was driving on I-80 in Union County. 4 young men were sentenced in that case. Outrage across the country today after a deadly shooting in Texas. An officer shot and killed a woman inside her own home. The shooting comes weeks after Dallas police officer Amber Geiger was sentenced to prison for shooting her unarmed neighbor. Gabe Gutierrez is in Fort Worth with the story.
This morning, a community demanding answers.
She wasn't killed. She was murdered by the Fort Worth Police Department.
And the family devastated.
These are the people that's supposed to protect us, and they're not doing so.
As new details emerge about the shooting death of 28-year-old Tatiana Jefferson, shot in her own home.
The tragic loss of life has major ramifications for all involved.
I'm calling about my neighbor. Well, the front doors have been open since 10 o'clock.
Fort Worth police say that 2 a.m. call from concerned neighbor James Smith to a non-emergency number prompted a dispatcher to send an officer to investigate. The white male officer, who never identifies himself as an officer, is seen on body cam walking around the outside of the home, shining a flashlight on the walls and doors. He then approaches a side window and opens fire within seconds of drawing his gun.
Put your hands up! Show me your hands!
Jefferson was pronounced dead at the scene. Police say a gun was found inside the home, but it's not clear whether it was anywhere near Jefferson. Her family's attorney says Jefferson was simply at home babysitting her 8-year-old nephew, who described what happened.
He suddenly heard some people in the bushes outside. She went to the window to see what was going on, and moments later she was shot.
Jefferson's sister Amber is the boy's mother.
What kind of training is that? What kind of training is that? You don't announce yourself?
A memorial service will be held later this month for the victims of the Tree of Life shooting. If you can't make it out to the service, you can still take part. It'll be on October 27th, exactly a year after the attack. If you sign up for Pause with Pittsburgh, you'll get a text message at the start of the service. Then you'll get a link to virtually join. Afterwards, you can text your own message of solidarity. You can find out how to sign up on WPXI.com. Airlines charging extra fees for bags that are big or too heavy. The things to bring with you that our consumer advisor says could save you hundreds of dollars. And banned items found in local schools. What teachers are confiscating that affects all students.
Our weather can change in an instant. Depend on Pittsburgh's chief meteorologist Stephen Cropper and Severe Weather Team 11, the most experienced forecasters, using the most powerful tools to keep you ahead of every twist and turn.
Rain coming in during the morning commute.
Without the hype, just the information you need to know. Real, clear, accurate, to help you plan your commute and your weekend. Pittsburgh's chief meteorologist Stephen Cropper and Severe Weather Team 11. That's coverage. Happening in the morning. Watch Channel 11 Morning News.
Welcome back. A little more than a month into the new school year, and school officials are pretty busy. They're looking for anything that could be considered a distraction to your child's learning or health. Channel 11's Gabriella DeLuca visited 2 local school districts to see what they're finding on students already.
With the new school year underway, administrators across the Pittsburgh area are working to make sure your child gets the most out of each day. That includes confiscating items that may pose as a distraction or a danger for your student.
There's a lot out there, and it's hard for adults and educators to stay ahead of actually what is out there for students to purchase.
In the Baldwin-Whitehall School District, jewels, vape pens, and cell phones top the list of items that are most confiscated. By the 3rd week this year, administrators collected 3 in the high school, and in the middle school, 3 more. One of them tested positive for THC.
That's 3 vapes, but that doesn't mean that only 3 students are smoking those vapes or jewels. So typically, if someone has one in school, they're sharing it.
Another issue in the middle school, cell phones, which are supposed to be kept in lockers because they often distract in class.
You know, taking pictures or videos that you shouldn't be and posting them, cyberbullying, phones going off during class.
Over in Cannon-McMillan School District, they've confiscated several vapes this year, including this one that looks like a large jump drive.
Their peers are starting to get frustrated because they're hearing on the news, they're reading on the media all the issues they're hearing about with kids getting pneumonia, kids potentially passing away, and now kids who don't vape are being concerned for their health now as well.
That was Channel 11's Gabriella DeLuca reporting. So each district recommends that parents talk to their kids about the dangers of vaping devices. Extra fees from airlines can add up to hundreds of dollars out of your pocket. We are breaking down what to look for and how to save yourself the trouble.
Sunglasses and no jacket needed this afternoon, but I'm tracking where you'll need the umbrella and a heavier coat.
You're watching WPXI Now, your source for breaking news, weather, and original local shows. Murder, mystery, and the missing. Justice Rules profiles real-life crime stories. Weeknights at 9, right here on WPXI. On Channel 11 News now brings you the 7-day forecast on your screen all the time. During all of our weather reports, you'll see the forecast for the next 7 days where you live. Watch Severe Weather Team 11's 7-day forecast on Channel 11 News every day. Channel 11 News 11 at 11. 11 minutes of news and weather before the first commercial.
Have you filled up here lately? Gas prices are holding steady across the country. The national average has stayed about $2.73 a gallon over the past 2 weeks. Analysts say prices in most cities fell by several cents, but they have been rising on the West Coast. New data also shows the attack on Saudi Arabia's key oil facilities last month had no real effect on prices. So this is really interesting. LEGO is looking into offering a rental service. Just another sign of how traditional businesses are, I guess, trying to change as consumers push for more environmentally friendly products. Company says one of the hurdles is whether it can rent a kit with thousands of pieces and get them all back again. Not in my house. I'll just tell you that much right now. Okay, so you might have found a great deal on a flight, but did you check to see what the airline is actually charging you in fees? Consumer advisor Clark Howard tells you what to look for and how to save.
Airlines love to fee you to death. In fact, a new report finds that airline fees are $35 billion every year collectively for all of us. So I follow special strategies to avoid the fees. I have on airlines that charge a fee for a carry-on, I have a micro carry-on bag that I know what it has to be in terms of size. I've got 2 of them depending on the airline and what their maximum sizes are. I also pack a trash bag with me, that if they say my bag's too big, I abandon my bag at the gate and put my stuff in the trash bag. I'm that cheap. A lot of airlines now are charging all kinds of seat fees. Best thing to do is just wait till 24 hours in advance and pick your seat then for free. I'm Clark Howard.
You can see more from Clark Howard on our streaming app. Just search for WPXI on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV. If you filed for an extension on your tax return, your time is running out. The deadline to file is tomorrow, October 15th. If you miss tomorrow's deadline, you'll have to pay a penalty for not filing. 2018 tax season was kind of a complicated one for accountants and for filers. It was the first time that taxpayers submitted returns under the new tax cuts. It is official, the Amazon Alexa can now speak Spanish. The second language can be accessed through the Amazon Echo and Alexa built-in devices. There's a brand new Spanish voice for Alexa along with local knowledge and hundreds of skills. Amazon says customers can switch to Espanol mode via the Alexa app. The multilingual mode allows you to get an answer in the same language that you asked the question. Halloween is just around the corner, and there's a little bit of a controversy at Michigan State University today. It's over some signs that ask, is your costume racially, ethnically, or culturally biased? They're meant to discourage students from wearing costumes that might be offensive. Conservative bloggers have criticized the school for posting the flyers, but students are split on the issue.
They're here for their degree, they're here to, get a career later on, and so this doesn't fall in line with MSU's job.
There's so many issues going on with race and whatnot, so I think it's really important that they make this message.
Now, the school says that RAs came up with the flyers and that they're not telling students how to dress. They just want them to know how their costumes could be portrayed.
Your severe weather Team 11 forecast.
This is the visible satellite. It's literally pictures, snapshots of the clouds forming across the sky. You can see the cloud cover building this morning, pushing slowly to the south. Now, from Pittsburgh up to about Butler, it's this cumulus clouds, those puffy white cotton ball type clouds. But then to the north of that, it really becomes thick and fairly consistent from Meadville north. So the temperatures are going to be drastically different this afternoon. Franklin's at 53 right now. Won't increase much more in Franklin. Pittsburgh 55, come up another 5 degrees in Pittsburgh. Morgantown will make mid-60s. But because of that cloud cover north, once you get north of Meadville, temperatures are going to stay in the 40s this afternoon. 50s down into northern Allegheny County. From Allegheny County south, we'll push into the 60s today. So weather in a word today, cool. Not exceedingly cool for this time of the year, but definitely some coolness to the air. It will be dry, a great day to wash the car, and you'll get another day out of it tomorrow because no rain in the forecast tomorrow either. Chilly tonight, down to 34 in Butler, 35 Indiana, 36 Washington. I do fully expect frost in the suburbs and in the outlying areas tonight, so if you have any plants still out, get them covered up or bring them in tonight. 39 for the low temperature in Pittsburgh. Tomorrow, good deal of sunshine. We'll push up to 65 degrees. Nice day ahead of our next system that's really going to turn the tables on the temperatures. Here's Storm Tracker 5 a.m. Wednesday. Rain showers just making into the area. And by the time we get to about 8 o'clock in the morning, some heavy rain pouring up and down the I-79 corridor. That's going to mean ponding and hydroplaning for the Wednesday morning commute. Now, it does move out quickly, pretty much as quickly as the rain moved out this past Saturday morning. But notice the cloud cover doesn't really break apart too much during the day on Wednesday. So it'll be cool, it'll be cloudy most of the day, 58. There'll be some brightening sky in the afternoon, just won't last very long. Then Thursday, lots of clouds, few showers, maybe even a flake or two of snow into Preston and Garrett County in the mountains. 54 for the high temperature Thursday. And That's a bit optimistic right now. Back to 39 Thursday night. Friday, sunshine 58. How about the weekend forecast? Upper 60s Saturday, dry, and really just the outside shot at a shower on Sunday in 72 degrees. Jennifer?
A woman known as the serial stowaway was arrested yet again at a Chicago airport. What she was caught doing that added even more charges to her rap sheet.
Not all stations cover the news the same way.
Channel 11 News covers stories in every local neighborhood. Greensburg, Ross Township, Washington.
Some stations concentrate their coverage just in the city limits of Pittsburgh.
Channel 11 covers news everywhere you live, not just downtown. Uniontown, Brentwood, Millvale.
That's one thing that makes Channel 11 News different.
More local news from more neighborhoods. That's a fact. Wilkinsburg, South Park, Cranberry. Channel 11 News at 5. When you want news from
Johnson and Peggy Finnegan on Channel 11 News at 5.
Arrested again. A woman nicknamed the serial stowaway was arrested at O'Hare International Airport in Chicago Friday night. Police say that Marilyn Hartman, her picture's on your screen, was seen moving dividers to try to bypass security. She's charged with criminal trespassing. Hartman was on probation from a previous incident and is now banned from O'Hare without a boarding pass. She's been arrested multiple times at U.S. airports and overseas since 2014. An unexpected outage during a special event for Fortnite players. Are your friends talking about this one? Gamers logged in to take part of an event called The End, but then a rocket came in, blew up everything, sent all the players into a black hole. Left everything pretty much dark, you see there on your screen, and no way for users to play for hours. Now, the Fortnite official Twitter page has that black hole up right now. The hashtag Fortnite blackout is trending across the U.S. It's not clear how long the outage will last. New Orleans Saints fans talking about some stuff on Twitter this weekend. They were beside themselves when the Pope tweeted about them. The Pontiff's Twitter account accidentally hashtagged the New Orleans Saints. Pope Francis was trying to praise the Catholic Church's newest saints in the tweet, and here's what it ended up doing. See it how it puts that little picture, you know, so you know it's the New Orleans Saints there with their logo. Got the attention of some players. They tweeted out, "Boy, we are blessed or what?" A fan even responded asking the Pope maybe if he could heal Drew Brees' hand. All right, how about this? Holy guacamole. A family in Hawaii has grown the world's heaviest avocado. Look at how big it is. literally almost bigger than that kid's head there. So guess how big this one is. It's in the Guinness Book of World Records. It's 5.6 pounds. Think of that, how much an avocado, you know, probably a couple of ounces is a typical one. It took them 10 months to grow one that big. They didn't think it was going to get that big. They didn't keep doing that. They were trimming the tree apparently and saw that. And the record-setting fruit made it enough guacamole to serve about 20 people. Makes you hungry for lunch if you haven't eaten it already. All right, thanks for joining us today here on Channel 11 News at noon. Our next full newscast is coming up tonight at 5. Of course,
Channel 11 News at 5, covering more news happening in Washington County.
This is Channel 11 News 11 at 11.
11 at 11 starts with team coverage of this breaking story.
Accurate details.
Tonight we're talking to parents who have major concerns.
Experienced coverage.
We just got this new information.
Trusted weather source.
I'm tracking a strong storm picking up speed.
All in the first 11 minutes of our newscast. Dependable coverage of breaking news.
That truck came barreling down the hill straight into the home.
Tracking storms to prepare you for tomorrow. Count on Channel 11 News 11 at 11.